Welcome back to another episode of Hawksy Fishing. I'm out here today fishing Patterson lakes for bream, testing out the new Jiggle Finesse 38s. Starting off with this nice pink head colour here because I absolutely love the colour on it. But looking at the water clarity and the conditions here, I think I'll have to go to something pretty natural fairly soon. We've got high sun, clear water and absolutely zero wind, which is quite possibly the worst combination for this type of fishing. Swapped it over to the more natural sort of colour. It's been tough going here. I've hooked that one fish right near the start. Oh, look at that. Got him. Not very big. Oh, I'm gonna net him. Just in case. Yeah, runt. There's a few in there feeding, and I think I've picked off the smallest one. Little fella to kick things off. 30 centimetre bream are tiny. Given that pontoon a little bit of time to recharge, hopefully they're still feeding on it. That was really cool the way they were feeding there. I also got the luckiest cast ever the way it hung up like that. Just knew it was going to get eaten. As I sort of mentioned in the intro here, these are not great conditions for what I'm doing. Generally I look for a bit of wind, discoloured water, even just some cloud cover or something like that. Just makes the bream a little bit happier feeding on the pontoons coming around the edges. Where at the moment you really got to target those little shade pockets, and even then the fish are a bit flighty. So change colour again. I just got busted off by fish and I wasn't even filming. Really dirty about that. It was a nice fish. Another tiny one. He flew out with it. I thought he was big at first. There we go. Another tiny one. Another little one. Got 3 this size now. Real little guys. Whee! Fuck. Gonna need a new leader after that guy. You can see here there's big curls coming off it, it's all scraped up. I just got caught out with a good fish and terrible kayak positioning. Now that I've pulled a few fish, had a couple of bust offs and just getting the general feel for things again, gonna run you through what I'm using and what I'm doing as well. So to start off with, the lure is a Jiggle Fishing Finesse 38. I'll drop a link to where you can get them in the description below. These guys here are a finesse stick bait. Cast them in, they've got a really nice little wobble on the drop. On a day like today where we've got sun, not a ton of wind and fairly clear water, it's all about staying a little bit further away and picking those shade lines where the fish are gonna hang. Just pitch it in there, let it sink down. At the minute there's some thick weed on the bottom, so it's that first initial sink or nothing. When you've got a clear bottom though, giving them a couple of little hops can be deadly. Got him. Certainly my best today. Hey, much nicer fish on that stick minnow there. I've just been poking around right up the back and there is tons of floating weed. I've never seen so much of it here before. Making my way back to the ramp now. Got to go into work this afternoon. It was a pretty productive little session, all things considered. Only been out here for a few hours and managed to hook 8 brim and land 5 of them, all on the stick minnows. Wasn't really expecting things to be too crash hot here today. Still water, sunny conditions have never been a great combination for me at Patto, but just goes to show you can't always pick what's going to happen with a given set of conditions. Anyway, make sure you subscribe to the channel and I'll catch you next time.